walking to the cage, Senan Coakley! Tala, are you ready for your middleweight title bout? This bout is brought to you by Auto Class Motors Company and takes place over 3 rounds for the vacant Cage Legacy Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he brings into this cage a record of 2 wins and 4 defeats. Fighting out of Cork, give it up for Brian Manning! Standing across the cage, his opponent, he brings into the cage a record of 5 wins, 2 defeats, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, presenting Senan Coakley! Your referee, when the action begins, Mr. Darragh O'Dove.
Let me through, let me fucking through. Here we go! The action is underway, finally, in this long-awaited middleweight title bout. The elite Muay Thai of Senan Coakley.
They're toe-to-toe.
You've seen him open up that kicking game. He wants to keep it at this range. Manning wants to get a hold of him, pressure him, and make his evening a misery, just like we saw Rian O'Flaherty do in the Arenas fight. They put money in the bank for the later rounds, don't they? They affect that gas tank. I'm liking the switch up of stances here, fighting southpaw.
Change the position straight away when you switch to that southpaw.
Yeah, he'll have known that his opponent wants to get that takedown and has probably planned to go in on an orthodox fighter, so he's now having to face a different stance. And Johnny, you and I know. Fighting at home for a lot of these now, and Manic is in reverse.
Ryan doesn't look happy. He's not finding his timing at all. Senan is just landing all the shots and seeing everything. Nice defense.
Nice double unders, well, 1 under and a whizzer by Senan Coakley. He's trying to defend that takedown. Manning's got a hold of that leg, looking for an ankle pick, I think.
Defending quite nice. He has a hold of the other hand as well, so they're switching the hips up. He's off the single.
Yeah, he's keeping a nice wide base. He's got Manning off his hip. He's going to look for a little separation here, you would imagine. Doesn't have a full underhook yet to help him accelerate. He has it now. He might turn Manning, but Manning's a lot bigger, and these positions are going to wear on Coakley. There's a noticeable size difference. Minute to go in the round. Manning trying to rain down some bombs. Is Senan Coakley thinking about an arm lock?
He is, and he has an armbar finish, it is.
He does over Tristan Barnett, which caught a lot of people by surprise.
He's training at a gym that's full of not high level jiu-jitsu, so he'd be picking it up if he's on the mat.
He swims for the arm now, but the elbow is free of the hip line. The elbow's free right now. I think Manning's in a safe position. But the threat is there. Looking for that tripod sweep. Lovely work by Coakley. Manning did well to just engage in the transition. Didn't allow him to get up and get some distance. And we saw the attempted Muay Thai sweep. Coakley keeps a nice wide base here. Manning working hard on that single.
Definitely trying to go for it.
Really hard work by Manning. Gets Senan Coakley away from the fence. A big slam to the mat. You see Coakley go on the attack now. Urgency from his back again, which is good to see.
He's attacking. As soon as he gets taken down, he's constantly going for the attack. He's not settling.
That's what the judges are looking for, yeah. Ooh, the opening round is in the books. Referee Darragh O'Dove has his hands full.
Ryan is all talk, isn't he?
Yeah, he loves a scrap. Finally underway in round number 2. Coakley out in the southpaw stance again. I was going to say in round 1, Sean, we know how much emphasis Polly Mahon places on being able to fight comfortably out of both stances, don't we?
Yeah, it's very important, and I've been working on it a lot with Polly. I think the southpaw, especially when someone's shooting for the takedown, just changes that distance so much, and it opens up different weapons as well.
Yeah, and it's clearly been the game plan here of Coakley.
Like that head kick that you just landed there.
This is what he doesn't want. He doesn't want the game to take place here, but as we saw, watch for the attack from the guard. He's really been urgent once his back hits the floor, which I know was one thing he wasn't happy about when he lost recently to Jess Powell, well, a few months back.
Needs to just kind of control the head a little bit more instead of just swinging it up. A little bit more control on that, and because he has to swing lovely.
Defense, of course, changes the whole dynamic when it comes to grappling exchanges.
He's a triangle in his head now. Looks to me as if he might be. No.
Attacking that arm again. He's got more bite on it this time. He's deeper. He's extending the arm. He's stretching it. A lovely escape by Brian Manning.
What an attempt. That was nice.
That underhook of Senan Coakley. He needs to dig in a little higher, but he's allowed Manning now to connect to the leg again. I love how Manning just really quickly gets to the leg or the hip. Doesn't allow you to regain your balance once you get to your feet. We've seen that twice now, and it's so effective. Really underrated wrestling game.
Yeah. He's working it well. He's working it well.
Yeah. Needs to do probably some more damage. He's starting to let those shots go now. Passed into that side control position now. Coakley needs to create space. Does the right thing here. Frames on the jaw of Manning. Needs to create a little window so he can move his hips. If he can get his left hand even into the armpit of Manning and push him towards us, Sean, he might have a better opportunity. But trying to get his hips out of there and scramble to his knees if he can.
Yeah.
I think he thought about going to his knees and then
back onto his back a little bit. You need to keep creating that, trying to come out. He's going for the arm again. Oh.
Do you know, I think he's fallen in love with the idea of catching this submission, I think. Nice up kicks. Yeah, he needed to get a little bit more bite, didn't he, on that arm? It was just a little loose and sweaty.
Nice separation to create space. He just didn't stand up.
Manning's just very good at staying on top and just smothering you a little bit.
He's given a lot of pressure. That was a close round.
Really close, because there's not a hell of a lot of damage coming from Manning. As I say that, he drops a couple of bombs.
Shots, yeah.
So
with the submission attempt as well,
yeah. This is going to be a tough one to score. You could see 4 minutes of it to come. Potentially at least.
Brian is trying to close the distance and take it down. Senan wants to keep it long range and pick his shot.
Stepping out again, southpaw stance. And the opening exchanges in particular is where he's kind of going to hope to have that most success. Land a couple of big ones and really do some damage. I like the inside low kick to sort of offset the opponent's balance and then come up top with the shots.
Yeah, I like that a lot myself.
Cage is getting slippy in there, I think. It's very sweaty under the lights this evening. Manning drives Senan back to the fence.
Back where he wants him.
Connects to the leg, Coakley balancing well. So far, but he's half down. He's down on one knee at least.
Back up. Needs to split the stance when he's getting back up and staying his two feet very close to each other. Done that a few times now. I like the way he separates there. He needs to just try and stand up fast. Up.
Yeah, a little more urgency once that half separation comes, I think.
He's creating a lot of space when he does it. He's just not taking advantage of it.
Could be the fatigue, I think, playing a part maybe as well.
They've had a war.
This has been relentless from both fighters. Good wrist control there by Coakley. Is he thinking about getting that triangle attempt? He's going to try and get that right leg across the shoulder, but Manning brings that wrist back inside. Tries to scramble through and
he's just diving back in every time. He just wants to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, he's a wild, reckless fighter at times. That's what Coakley wants. He wants to now punish his opponent a little bit. Let the strikes fly, keep the distance is what he's looking for, but look how Manning just steps forward and throws bombs. Wow! Two of the toughest fighters you will ever see. It's so frustrating watching fighters just get so fatigued.
I
and making tiny errors, but look at how Manning just keeps coming at a high pace, relentless pressure. What can Coakley do off his back now here as we go into the final minute?
I think he needs to push off and stand back up. That's where he's having the most success in this fight.
Yeah, I think this round's still very much up for grabs. If someone could do something here to sway the judges, land some big bombs, or maybe come close to a submission attempt, you could see it stealing the round. And needs to be careful of throwing the up kicks while his opponent is on his knees. He just swims for the armbar again.
The armbar again. I think his arm's out though.
Yeah, it's much harder when this amount of sweat is on both fighters. The limbs.
You can literally just reach your hand out.
Yeah,
There's no grip.
They're so hard to clamp, isn't it, onto the arm you're attacking?
I'd be just thinking of shots now if I was either of them. Because
yeah, it's wild and reckless now as we go into the third and the final stretch of the third and final round. Last 10 seconds. It has been an epic battle. It'll come down to what the judges have seen, and all 3 rounds very, very close. Woo! What a battle over 3 rounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a battle. Give it up for these 2 fighters. After 3 rounds, we go to your judges' scorecards for a decision. Your judges scored about 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27 for your winner. And now the Cage Legacy Middleweight Champion, Brian Manning! To that title, and he's coming into the cage right now. Give it up for Jess the Cobra